I'm Shalene from TSC Tuition, and today I'll be reviewing a body paragraph on Behind the Beautiful Forevers. Today's body paragraph comes courtesy of ATAR Notes, so I will put a link to the body paragraph in the description box, so go and click on that and read along with me. So here we have the body paragraph idea as corruption is used by Anawadians to create opportunities and success. I think that is completely fine as an idea for the body paragraph. It's a little bit difficult to judge whether or not that's a good body paragraph idea because we don't have, the prompt. So in the absence of a prompt or a contention, so far it looks okay. Our topic sentence is Boo asks the question of how can people stuck in poverty escape its grasp? A little bit unconventional for a topic sentence. Usually you don't really want to be asking questions in your essay, but rules are meant to be broken. It's not completely forbidden that you ask questions in your essay, but the reason why we suggest students stay away from asking questions or even rhetorical questions in essays is that it tends to be quite colloquial and casual in tone or register. And when we're writing a text response essay, we really want to aim to sound formal and academic in tone or register. So again, it's not a deal breaker. You probably won't get, if you get a lenient marker, I don't think you would get a mark taken off for that, but it draws attention, shall we say. So let's have a look at the next sentence. The people of Anawadi make use of corruption in order to better their lives. I think that's fine. In terms of the accuracy of the sentence, that's fine. In terms of grammar, there is that stray comma in there that's not doing really anything for the sentence, so I would take that out. Let's keep reading. Characters within the novel will do anything to advance their economic development, even if it means achieving success at the demise of others. I think that's fine, but it's starting to get a little bit repetitive. The sentence before that, that the people will make use of corruption in order to better their lives, is essentially the same thing as saying that they will do anything to advance their economic development. So I would say take out that first sentence or the second sentence of the body paragraph and just keep that third one as the follow-up to the topic sentence. Boo's exploration of Asha is used to demonstrate how power in India is rarely earned, and instead the easy way of corruption is competed. Is competed? I'm not sure what the student is saying here, that the easy way of corruption is praised, maybe? Or used? Let's have a look. Wait a minute. Let me read the sentence again. Exploration of Asha is used to demonstrate how power in India is rarely earned. That's fine. And instead the easy way of corruption is, I think, preferred, right? I think the student is saying preferred. Use of sexual favors to win over those less weak than her helped Asha secure financial security and the future of her children. Okay, we are now halfway through the body paragraph and I'm not seeing any really concrete uses of evidence yet. So I've got a very small quote, less weak, but other than that, I don't really have anything really concrete to back up this idea that power in India is not earned, or at least in Anawadi is not earned. We're halfway through the paragraph, so I'm really expecting to see a bit more than this by now. But let's keep reading. Day-to-day life in Anawadi is all about the battle for survival, and so by making use of corruption, an individual is able to achieve success in an Anawadi slum. Okay, repetitive. The student's not really saying anything here new beyond people need, you know, to partake in corruption in order to survive or achieve success. All of the sentences so far have been about that basic idea, but there's not a lot of exploration about how morally okay that is, as presented by the novel or by the author. We're not really seeing the struggle of characters between, you know, like, should I, shouldn't I, is this okay, am I okay with it? We're not really seeing any of that so far in this body paragraph, and that really worries me. But let's keep reading, we're not finished yet. For other characters, such as Abdul, corruption was one of the genuine opportunities that remained to make a reasonable income. Great use of the quote, by purchasing stolen goods, provides the income necessary to help his parents, Karam and Zarunisa, provide for their family of 13. Yes, the income in which Abdul sources also allows for his brother to further his education and the opportunity to escape poverty in one of 3 ways. Education. Yeah, okay. I can see that the student's really trying to use the evidence from the text, so this particular family with the quote to showcase how, you know, people stuck in poverty can escape poverty. But so far there's not a lot of real exploration of this idea other than a summary of plot. It's a summary of, you know, Abdul's life, essentially. And, you know, it's not really explaining the evidence. It would be stronger as an explanation of the evidence if this student could talk about how genuine this opportunity is, you know, that is corruption, because that's the quote, right? That corruption was one of the genuine opportunities that remained. So if we're talking about that quote, what that quote is really saying is that there is no other way, that this is the only method in which people could further their status or improve their lives or get themselves out of poverty. But the dilemma with that, right, is that if you partake in corruption, as we see in the novel, or well, in the text, is not really a novel. If we look at the text, corruption is one of those ways in which opportunities are stifled. So this statement that corruption is one of those few genuine opportunities to advance your life it's a challenge, right, to reconcile that with what we understand as a genuine opportunity. When we think about something as a genuine opportunity, it means, like, you know, a sure thing, it's a real possibility, it's authentic, it's real. But if we're talking about corruption as being a genuine opportunity, what that's saying is that this is a cycle. Your participation in corruption cuts off genuine opportunities for other people who do not take part or cannot take part in corruption. And so it's this vicious cycle of, well, corruption is the only way out, but corruption is also what keeps you down. And I don't think the student is really making the most of this quote here, talking about, you know, how these people are so stuck in poverty and they can't get out. One of the things that's really clear in the text is that these people aren't going anywhere. They're not moving upwards, you know, they're not making their lives better. Whatever opportunity they've got, it's usually stolen by circumstance or other people. You know, like these people are living really miserable lives. And I'm not sure if the student is really making the most of that in this body paragraph anyway. But let's keep reading. Boo shows that the character's only option to escape the slums is to make the most of the corruption at their fingertips, to provide themselves with opportunities of potential success. Oh yeah, now, you know, this sentence is actually really great. It's really clear about what the student is trying to say. It's working with the quote, I think, but it comes too late in the body paragraph. This is the second last sentence of the body paragraph, and I feel like this really needs to be up the top. Because if you can get this up the top, then you can have the space to talk about, okay, well, what do you mean corruption at their fingertips, right? What do you mean by providing themselves with opportunities? What does it mean potential success as opposed to impossible success, say? And so I think that's structurally, I think it's really hobbled the student in expressing, you know, their knowledge of the text to the fullest extent. But let's have a look at the link. This suggests that corruption controls a life and destiny of characters, meaning it has large impacts of the characters' lives. I feel like this sentence isn't doing very much for me. It's not telling me anything new. It's not... Oh no, actually it is telling me something new. It's telling me that corruption has makes a large impact on the characters' lives, but I feel like that's a given. Given what the body paragraph is about. But again, I think because we don't have a contention, we don't have a prompt, it's always going to be hard to write a linking sentence, because what are you linking to if you're not linking to the contention? So, you know, I'm willing to overlook that. But I think as a whole, this body paragraph needs to be reconsidered in terms of, one, what does the student really want to say about poverty and corruption and opportunity, and really craft that topic sentence to be super clear about what this student is thinking or saying, or what their interpretation is. And then secondly, to reconsider the order in which this student presents evidence, so that this student has the, you know, most opportunity to explain the quote in relation to the topic sentence and how it proves and supports whatever their interpretation or stance is. So I hope that was helpful. As always, like and subscribe to all of our social media channels so you get the best tips and tricks to achieving your best in your VCE English subject. And if you'd like to get some one-to-one tutoring, please contact us and we can send someone to you. Thanks for watching.